Master was trying to teach the disciples. Disciples were also trying to do the same thing. Master took a big jar and placed it over a table and asked the disciples to bring some bricks. They brought the bricks to the master, and he nicely placed it one over the other with proper spacing on the jar, inside the jar. Up to the top he covered and asked the disciple, "Is it full?" They agreed, "It is full." Then master told them to bring some stones. They brought some small sized and big sized stones to him. He took the small sized ones and fixed it within the space wherever it is available. And he asked, "Is it full now?" Now the disciples understood the trick of the master, and they told, "It is not full. There is space again." So he took some gravel and fixed it inside and checked with the disciples, "Is it full?" They told, "It's not." Then he took some sand and poured it over, and it consumed a lot of space, and it looked like it is almost full. And this time he asked the disciples, "Is it now full?" And the disciples were slightly confused. It is full, and whether it is to tell it is full, whether the master is having some trick again with him. So they kept quiet. So then master asked them to bring some water, and they brought it, and he poured it into the jar, and now the water went into deep and covered the whole area, and it covered the whole space. This time when master asked whether it is full or empty, disciples had no doubt. They told, "It is full now." This story is being told to tell so many things. To tell you, somebody use it to tell that the time can be utilized even when you are packed with lot many things. In between you can do certain activities. And some other gentlemen I heard telling that this is like setting your priorities. Setting your priorities. Once you decide what is the bricks in your life, then you can put other ones. If you start placing the other things in major position in advance before you place your bricks, then there will be difficult. It will be difficult for you to place the bricks in place in proper set. So each one of us should find out what is our first priority and take them as bricks and position them proper, and then place other things alongside and within, and all ways you can utilize to cover the remaining space, time, and all the things. Today's the basic economic theory is surrounded around space and time. How you utilize your time and how you utilize the space available to you. Space is the potential, the possibility of all kind, everything. We need not elaborate it, that we can do in some other sessions. So I wanted to present you the incremental investment concept in this format. Suppose you have an organization which is in education sector, or healthcare sector, or whatever be the area. That is the bricks of your jar. You cannot have something else on priority. So the bricks are identified. Once you identify the bricks, now there is lot of space remaining. You should understand there are a lot of space remaining within the system, within the jar, where if you intellectually, in an intelligent way, if you utilize, you can have so many other things filled within the jar without with utilizing the space available. And when you use it for complementary things, which is supporting to the bricks that you have placed there, which keep the bricks to be intact, then it will do wonders for you. So we need to plan that way. For example, any organization need people to promote the organization. Many organizations, the success depends on the people. It is all organization means it's a different role of people. Different people plays different roles. When the top to bottom you have the right people playing right kind of activities and doing the right responsibilities and duties in time with such an enthusiasm, that decides your success. Basically the leader set the goal and the followers all will be taking. Now the new theory of leading from behind, it is also catching attention. But when the leader is good, others, everything will fall in place. So we should focus on the bricks first, and then we should identify what are the other things which you can fit in within the organization, within the jar, without disturbing the bricks, or in a way to support the bricks that you have. So you need to identify lot many social enterprises you can set up which doesn't require anything additional except placing people there. So I told the PR exercise of an organization, the marketing process, I don't like the term marketing. It has no meaning. Marketing term itself is wrong. We should replace it with the relations. Everything happens on relations, in communication, in relation, and in a give and take and give, and whatever way you present, it is like a mutual understanding, mutual supporting system we should build up. So once you identify the bricks of your organization, you try to identify what are the space available in the organization and what all kind of social enterprises I can get organized through the system without much of incremental investments, with limited small incremental investments. What all social enterprises I can set up, you should think. And all the social enterprise you establish should be promoting your bricks. Like if you have a social enterprise of, say, transcriptionist, I stick on to the term transcriptionist because in India there is a possibility of 5 to 10 lakhs of transcriptionists. India is a country where there is huge financial backup is there. Our people have a nature of savings. Our people are well-to-do. Our people are more wealthier than our government. Our government is running in loss. Our government, if you take all the expenses and income, our government is not a revenue center. Our government is a cost center. That is why increasing tax every time squeezing the people. Our ministers are not revenue centers. They need lot of blood in the form of money, in the form of facilities for their survival. No one is self-sustaining. There's no self-sustaining model in our political system. Our politicians are not employed. The most unemployed people in the country is the politicians. They have no potential. The moment they go out of power, they have nothing. So they need to do some kind of malpractices. Leave it alone. That is not the focus today. So when the organizations get into the social enterprise concept, using this space, living or supporting the bricks, then the situation will change. Then we will be able to place the people who are so-called unemployed into right kind of employment and do the things in a nice way. I'll talk something about employability and utility and all those things in the next episode. But this is one basic point, the incremental investment, where it should go. It should go to the establishments that are running very well, and that has a potential for at least another 4 times growth. Such establishment, the potential establishments for excellence. We NAC and all make such grading. I don't know what happens afterwards. There's organizations listed as institutions or educational institutions are listed as institutions has a potential for excellence. Such institutions, after getting that accreditation and rating and this kind of credentials, whether they get into the act of excellence, to do the act of excellence, you need people, and use the people within the organization without disturbing the system to establish social enterprises where you will be giving an avenue for people to come and to establish some organization which doesn't require a kind of office factory kind of things which comes with the service concept, service industry, and those people will become the promoters of your PROs of your organizations, and eventually you will be multiplying your business. Let us try something different when we need to address a huge issue. The traditional methods will not give you an answer. We need to think something different. So let us think about incremental investment and establish another 1 lakh, 2 lakh organizations, social enterprises, without having another setup of capital establishments, infrastructure and all those things. Those things are not important. People are important. Let us focus on people and let us do wonders, and let us achieve India 2020 without fail. Thank you very much.